What up, guys? Andrew Knight here. Thanks for joining. Yeah, this is my first video on YouTube. Thanks for joining me. I'm excited to be here. To be honest with you, don't really know what I'm doing. Filming this on my iPhone in my living room, as you can see. But I'm excited to do this, be on this journey with you. I'm going to be figuring out what exactly my channel is all about, figuring out some different things that I want to talk about. So I just thank you for taking the time to watch this. Today, though, what I want to start talking about is Rivian, Rivian, the car company. For those who don't know, Rivian is an electric car manufacturer that is based out of Michigan. They have not released any cars, but a few years ago, at the LA Automotive Show, they actually showed off their first two cars, the Rivian R1T, it's a pickup truck, and the Rivian R1 SUV. And they've had sort of a crazy week going on. Crazy past few weeks going on. So what happened is a few weeks ago, Tesla actually is suing Rivian. So they filed the paperwork in California, and they're suing them for going after their employees and poaching them and having those employees go against the breach of contract and talking about how they organize their structure, how they do pay, how they do manufacturing, charging network, a few things like that. In the lawsuit, Rivian actually lists 4 employees by name, saying that they specifically had a breach of contract and disclosed information to Rivian that they're not supposed to be. Rivian is going and denying the charges, but it'll be interesting to see those unfold in the coming weeks. I mean, you have Tesla, this behemoth of a car company valued, more than Ford. So this very, very, sort of funny, not a large car company, but definitely a well-established. And then you have Rivian, this startup who still has not released a single car. And so it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out and see if that will affect Rivian and what will happen there. The second thing that's been happening to Rivian, so they were supposed to be on track to release the R1T, their all-electric pickup truck, at the end of this year, end of 2020, and then their R1S, their all-electric 3-row SUV, in the beginning of 2021. But because of the global pandemic, they've had to push that back. So they did announce that they're actually going to start doing deliveries for the R1T in June of 2021. And then the R1S will start having deliveries in August of 2021. I'm pretty surprised by this, to be honest with you. That they got pushed back pretty far. I mean, you're talking probably about 8 months, 7 to 8 months of pushback time with the pandemic going on. So they have started in their manufacturing in Michigan. They do have the pilot program that is going up. So the pilot program is sort of what you have in between the lab testing all the way through full mass production. So this is a very key part. Basically what it does is it goes and helps seeing, hey, in lab settings, we're doing things on small scales, this is what worked, but things work very differently from a lab scale all the way up through large mass productions to everyone. So a pilot program is very important to go and see, hey, what works, what doesn't work, how do we actually go and manufacture these things on a larger scale than just, very few quantities, but still not doing full mass production. So they do have that going, which is awesome. So it'll be really cool to see what's going on with that as they keep giving us more information. But as of right now, Rivian is planning for the R1T delivery, again, in June of 2021, R1S in August of 2021, and they're supposed to be releasing when they'll be doing their online portal for customization coming up. Let me know, comment below if you have a deposit down for the R1T or R1S and how this affects you with the change. I know I've had a few friends who've talked about it, and it definitely affects them. So let me know, guys. Super excited to keep talking to you. Going to talk to you more about just some electric cars, sort of what's going on in that world. So excited to talk about it. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later.